Hi, Kings. How's it
Hi,
going?
Cynthia. Good. How are you?
Hi. Hi, Bowen. Nice to see you again.
Hi, good to see you.
Congrats on the film. I got to screen it a few weeks ago, and it's so cute and like it was such a pleasant surprise. So, and nice to see all of you together as well. So, congrats. Ah,
Thanks
Thank
so
you.
much.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, your shirt's so cute.
Adorable.
thank you. It's a little florally.
I love it.
Yeah.
My first question is for Joel. Just to start things off. I guess like I feel like it's still not that often that we get to see like queer Asian characters be messy and horny and in love and so many things all at once. So can you talk about crafting the story in the way you did and why it was so important to share all of these different sides in a complex, nuanced character like Noah?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, it was just about realism, like I think that like there so often we see just one dimension of a character, specifically a gay character, and especially with Asian characters. We get trapped in these boxes so easily. And I think that like I saw this as an opportunity not only to showcase like a character like Noah, but also just like contrasting it with someone like Bowen, which is based it's somewhat in our real relationship, in our real friendship. And I wanted to show, and then, with adding Conrad and Margaret, I wanted to show that we're not a monolith, that there is sort of a breadth of experience, and like we experience, and the ways in which we experience discrimination differ based on other intersecting factors and things like that. And so I wanted to complicate things. I wanted it to show how complicated it is to navigate, as an Asian person, as a gay person, this world that we have, and show the breadth of experience.
Complicated. I also love how unapologetic the film is in its like queerness and sex and culture. I don't feel like I'm getting like a gay 101 lesson like a lot of other films do for straight audiences. And I also feel like the dialogue doesn't sound like a preachy Twitter thread. Was that like an intentional thing? And can you talk about that as well?
Yeah, I mean, it was funny. I'm obviously aware that there's a lot of pressure behind making, there aren't a lot of movies aimed at our community and specifically about our community. And so there was a lot of pressure there. But Andrew On, our director, was really instrumental in sort of like from the jump. He was like, we cannot write this movie. We cannot make this movie for Twitter. We are not making this movie for Twitter. And so it really was allowed me and put me in a great headspace of like, okay, we're just trying to make our movie, and like, it will connect with the people it connects to, and we cannot please every sector of the internet is not going to be happy with this. And I think that like what I'm most excited about is that there are so many movies aimed at our community coming out right now that hopefully if you don't love ours, that you'll be able to connect with another one. And if you don't connect with any of them, hopefully you find the energy and the strength to make your own story, or find the creators that are telling your story and support them.
More stories, the better. Bowen and Conrad, I would love your input on that as well. Like Joel mentioned, the film has like three queer Asian main characters, four with Margaret, from so many different walks of life, and who I feel like are so real and nuanced and who get messy. That's something I don't think I can remember seeing before in any other project. So, can you talk about bringing those kinds of stories to life and how fun it is to get to do that?
You go.
Okay. I mean, it is just it goes back to what Joel says about the realism of it, is that as much of a reverie as it is to like go to Fire Island and sort of get caught up in the fantasy of it, what your expectations are and all that, these are people who are hopefully representative of anybody who goes there, regardless of their race, is that they enter in as like multidimensional people who have their hangups, their hopes, their dreams. And I mean, I think that all is suffused really neatly into all four of those Asian characters.
Yeah, I love that we all get to be messy and complicated, because I think we're all messy, complicated people, and
especially
yeah, it's true. Yeah. Thank you for your support, you guys. But I also think that that talking about how the movie is based in realism and that it's not being preachy. I do think that there's room for other movies to delve into our trauma, but we've had so many of those like movies, and that this feels like such a relief to just be able to have fun and exist with in a really real way at the same time, that we're not ignoring issues that might exist, but we're also not just living in the trauma, like, because we don't.
Mhm. It was nice to see a little Filipino king as a romantic interest to Conrad. So.
Yeah.
I'm getting the rap signal, but thank you guys so much again. It's always a pleasure talking to you, and I can't wait for more people to see the film. It's so cute, and
Thanks.
Sorry.
Thanks for talking.
Thank you.
Bye.